Oh, that was a lot of futzing.
Futzing?
Yeah.
Who was futzing?
We were just having to futz.
Well, I don't know what I'm doing. Was that your stomach?
No, it was my chest. I had bubs in it.
Oh. Anyway. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Greetings. My name is...
Wow.
Dogs. My name is Drew. You're you. This is Shannon. And she's back again. Because apparently you all did not hate her enough to keep her away.
Thank you for all the nice comments.
There were.
It was very nice.
It was pleasant.
I enjoyed that.
So here we are again. We're going to talk about some random stuff, some stuff that is a little bit more pertinent to last episode, I guess, if we're qualifying this as a series.
Sure.
And then some new stuff. And none of it is really related. If you don't have any interest in the random ramblings, then don't say anything positive and we'll eventually fade into oblivion. So, but for as long as we keep getting positive feedback, we will keep on doing this thing, whatever form it may take. For now, I want to kick things off by addressing what we addressed at the beginning of last episode, which were a bunch of random get to know Shannon things that really didn't assist in getting to know her at all.
Not at all. Just made me sound insane.
Which was nice.
Isn't it nice?
Which was pleasant, yes.
It's nice.
So
Okay.
the first thing was the squirrel-like hallucination comment. And I asked you, have you ever had a squirrel-related hallucination?
To which I said no.
Which was a lie. Because once upon a time,
Let me tell the story because I'm the one who saw it.
the alleged... Okay, go for it. Go for it.
In our old house. I was sitting by.
Sounds like you're having time to fabricate.
Shh.
Is that what you're doing? Okay.
I'm just trying to make it, I don't know, eloquent.
Mhm.
Anyway, I was sitting by our back door. It was off the kitchen. And I saw a squirrel with half a bagel in its mouth.
Was it always half a bagel, or did you one point say a whole bagel?
No, I never said it was a whole. It was a whole circle slice of a bagel, and he was just sitting there.
Wait. Okay, so a bifurcated bagel.
Yes,
So it was a whole circle,
Yes.
but like it was one of the...
it was a slice.
Oh, okay. But it had a hole in it. Like
It doesn't matter.
Well, no. When you say half a bagel, I was thinking like a semicircle.
Oh, no. So do you believe me now? Now that
No, honestly, I would kind of believe a half circle more than an entire like...
you don't think somebody ate a half?
Bisected
I think
bagel.
it's more likely that someone would eat half a slice of a bagel and throw away the other slice because they're full. Then
Okay, so you
would-
saw a squirrel with an entire bisected
slice of a bagel in his mouth, and I was stunned to the point of not being able to move or say anything because I was like, and I couldn't get my phone. I couldn't do anything because I was so stunned at what was before me,
Bagel squirrel.
nature. And then when I told Drew about it, he refused to believe that this could be possible. And then you mentioned it on the Pencast at the aforementioned former employer, or not to be mentioned former employer, excuse me. And people were putting in the comments that they have also seen squirrels with
Random objects.
food items.
Yeah. I remember one person said like they had like a whole like fig from a fig tree or something like that.
See?
Yeah, squirrels be taking
They
stuff.
are doing that. And the fact
They're
that
like
you
pigeons with tails.
refuse to believe me really makes me mad. And what I would like you to do, Drew, and you didn't do this last episode, but I would really like you to splice in a photo of the squirrel that I took last week when I was on.
Oh, the fat angry squirrel?
Yeah,
What does that have to do with bagel squirrel?
because it's squirrel adjacent.
It's just a squirrel.
But listen, we had work from home days last week because of the snow, and I was working in the living room, and the squirrels kept trying to get on our bird feeder. And because I am nearing 40 years old, I really like watching the birds on the bird feeder. And the squirrel was on it, and I was zooming in and taking a picture of him, and he had his arms crossed like this, looking at me like, how dare you, bitch? And I think everyone should see it because it's like, it belongs in National Geographic.
Okay, I will add, since you've dedicated a minute to this squirrel
Splice
photo,
the
I will...
squirrel. He's got an attitude.
He does have
He's
attitude.
like attitude squirrel.
Now,
and I like it.
I will say there's a portion of this non-belief that is slightly exaggerated
Because it's funny.
because it's funny trolling you.
Okay. That's fine. I troll you too.
Yes, you do.
I think that
quite a bit.
If people ask us why our marriage is successful, the answer is trolling.
Constant mockery.
Constant trolling.
Constant verbal abuse, yes. But loving verbal abuse. Actually, that was like kind of how we started flirting from the beginning.
It really
if you
was.
didn't call it that,
Yeah.
we would just kind of make up the most
over AOL Instant Messenger.
foul names we could think of. And that's how we showed affection.
Yeah, we did.
Anyway, the reference to you finding a man burning down a church full of innocent people attractive.
A lot of people figured that out.
Yeah, that was from The Patriot.
The Patriot.
Because, what's the guy's name?
Jason Isaacs?
Jason Isaacs. He's a handsome fellow.
Yeah.
He's a very handsome fellow.
Especially when he plays villains.
Which he kind of always does,
generally have a thing for villains. And it's really taking the bad boy thing beyond.
But it's not like
a guy in a motorcycle.
No, right. Not like bad
It's
dude.
like
It's like actual like genocidal
murderers.
villain. Yes. It's really disturbing.
It is, and it's funny. And I think I said this to somebody in one of the comments on YouTube last week was, despite being married to America's sweetheart.
I don't know if that's not a
I
thing.
find myself really digging the bad. One year on my birthday, you did a bunch of pictures of villains that I like in like a collage and texted it to me. But you also added an Anthony Edwards from ER because years and years ago, before we were even dating, I was watching ER a bunch and I was like, I had kind of a intimate dream about Anthony Edwards. So he was in there with.
But like, here's the thing: you didn't even have like you didn't have Anthony Edwards at his most attractive, which was obviously Top Gun.
Top Gun.
You had like ER Anthony Edwards, where he was like bald and bespectacled.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with a handsome, bald, and bespectacled gentleman,
He
but
was a good doctor.
I appreciate that you're attracted to that. So you've got all these villains, and then did you know his name in ER?
Dr. Green.
Dr. Green. There we go. Bunch of villains and Dr. Green.
It was really funny because it was like, one of these things is not like the other.
Yes. And then is a reference to, have you ever quoted Adam Sandler's Goat skit and Rankin Bass's Rudolph in the same day?
I quoted Adam Sandler's Goat skit today.
Not only that's actually how she reminded me that we were going to record today, was because we were unloading the dishwasher together, or she was unloading it, and I just found an opportunity to grab some mugs out, and she was like,
"Ah, yes, teamwork. That's nice to see."
Which is a reference to Adam Sandler's Goat skit from the album What the Hell Happened to Me, from like probably the mid 90s.
The 90s, yeah.
And not only have you quoted that and Rankin Bass's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer on the same day, you've probably quoted it multiple times on the same day.
Absolutely.
Like that, there's no specific instance we remember that happening, but we know
it happens.
Confidently that it absolutely happens.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, that damn goat and then Rankin Bass's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, we quote all the time.
A lot.
I don't know why.
We say, "Ready, Santa?"
All the time.
All the time.
Well, what is it that you want to do? Or whatever,
Would you mind telling me what it is you do want to do?
And, it happens to come up. And like now it's just so in our lexicon that it's just second nature. So I don't know how it happened, but it definitely happened.
Yep. And so random. So random.
And there aren't a lot of people that remember that Adam Sandler album.
No.
But we both had it before we knew each other.
I remember my cousin introduced me to that album, and that was when I kind of realized, I have kind of a sixth sense of humor because I'm digging this, and I was way too young to be listening to it.
Well, it was also around the time where South Park came out.
Yeah.
And I know we both were early adopters of South Park, like in the mid-90s.
Yep.
For whatever reason, both of our parents were pretty strict on what we could see. Neither of us grew up being able to watch The Simpsons. But in 97, our parents were like, okay, you know what? South Park's okay, though. I don't know why. It was out of character for both of our mothers.
I don't think they knew what it was about.
I don't know. But anyway, it was probably around that time. Did you have the What the Hell Happened to Me CD or tape?
Oh, CD.
I think I might have had the tape.
Oh, you're really old school.
Because I don't remember being able to skip a lot of the tracks. I think I had to listen to all of them.
We don't have to explain what cassette tapes are because I think most of your
your
followers.
Most fountain pen people anyway.
For the little children, a cassette tape is.
So that was that. And then the dog allergy reference. So I asked you, have you ever purchased a dog hours after finding out you're allergic to dogs? And of course, yes.
I had just had my allergy testing done. I have very bad allergies, and I live in the worst city for allergies, probably on the East Coast. And so I went to get some testing done so I could start getting immunotherapy for injections for my allergies. And I did test positive for both cat and dog dander, despite having 2 dogs. And then that day, the breeder from whom we procured Felix posted on Instagram that she was retiring Felix's dad, Hank. When we went to pick Felix up and saw Hank, he reminded us so much of our first corgi, Ollie, that it caused a very visceral kind of emotional reaction.
I was close to tears. I think you might have
teared up
just
looking at him because his sausage-like body and his snoot.
So loafy.
Just reminded us of Ollie so much. And so I texted her and I said, how can we make this happen? I need him. Before I texted Drew to say, do you think we should get Hank? I texted her first, and then I texted Drew.
You knew I was kind of a definite yes,
because
we both had that reaction.
Did we? That's why when people say,
at first sight.
How do you end up with 3 corgis? I say it was an accident because we didn't go out seeking a 3rd corgi. But the arguments were solid. It was, he's already house trained. He's still young. He was 3. And Dinah's not going to be around forever. We don't want to get another puppy because we were going through puppy stuff with Felix.
And the puppies are expensive.
Puppies are terrible.
Thanks to the internet, corgi prices have been
they have obscene. Quadrupled.
Yeah, when we got our first corgis were not as popular
$400 or $500
on the internet as they are now, and now it's
so
crazy.
they're more expensive.
So Hank was a discount doggy.
Yeah, so we adopted him, and it was a great addition to the family, but it was just funny and ironic timing that I got those those results.
But you're taking shots now. So.
I take shots.
Hooray.
I'm fine. Yeah. I haven't had a sinus infection since.
You are still worse with cats though, right?
I haven't been around them a lot since I started doing my shots, but I don't know.
Historically,
yes, it would make my eyes swell shut.
And dogs never really did that, so it's fine. It's just kind of.
I said.
It's just kind of fun.
Who cares?
And then eggnog, Shannon. I asked if you have ever tried eggnog, and the answer was an emphatic no. And
it will continue to be for as long as I draw breath.
How much money would it take for you to try eggnog?
I'm not trying eggnog now.
How much money?
None. None money.
No. Seriously,
no.
That is an irresponsible answer for someone who cohabitates with you. If you're saying you would not take $10 billion,
I'm digging my heels in on this.
Stop. Come on. Do you know we would not have to work for the rest of our lives. We'd be able to buy a home, and all because you would not try eggnog. You would deprive your family of that.
You are grossly underestimating
That's like
how icked out I get by.
But seriously,
foods.
$10 billion. You can't. Even if it would make you vomit, you have to, as a responsibility to your family. If you love us at all, come on, don't be ridiculous. 1 glass of eggnog for $10 billion.
Okay, $10 billion, fine.
All right, we've established a price. How about 500 million?
No,
stop it, 500 million.
I refuse to continue this line of questioning.
This is ridiculous.
This is beyond.
No, it is not. If you had $5 million in front of you, you would guzzle that eggnog. Just stop it. Stop. So stubborn.
Anyway, next.
She hates hypotheticals, by the way.
I don't like them.
She hates it. I do them all the time.
All the time.
She hates it. She does not like guessing games. She does not like hypotheticals. She does not like what if.
Because your hypotheticals are very weird.
No, they're not.
Would you rather take a dump on a hot air balloon or eat a can of sardines? What?
I think I'd rather take a dump on a hot air balloon.
Well, obviously that would be fun.
When would you get a chance to do that? Obviously that would be fun.
Obviously, that's my choice. I was just trying to think of the most random thing.
All right.
What about taking a dump off a hot air balloon?
Am I tied to something? Do I have some sort of safeguard?
I don't know. I didn't put a lot of thought into this scenario.
Also, consistency is a factor because it needs. If it just rolls off, then I'm not having to do a lot of work. Anyway, okay. But even a simple, it's not a hypothetical is not weird if it's just like, hey, how much would it cost for you to do blank? That is a very common hypothetical.
I don't like it.
Why?
I don't know. Because it's triggering for me. I'm triggered.
Oh my God. All right. Anyway, that is, all that to be said. Those are the rapid fire things. The friend zoning aspect we'll save for another day because that's a whole story. But so I married an axe murderer. I've got a bone to pick with each and every one of you because
I don't.
None of you had any sort of defense on my behalf that So I Married an Axe Murderer is a mediocre at best movie. I won't even call it a film. None of you. Everybody was like, oh, that's a classic. It's not a classic. It's fine. It's forgettable. It is one of those early Comedy Central movies that just was on all the time
And it was on all the time because people wanted it.
So was Dennis Miller's Bordello of Blood. Nobody cares about that.
I don't even know what that is.
Exactly. Anyway, all of you.
I think we need to watch it again.
We're on Team Shannon. Oh, you know what? And that's where I landed. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll watch it again. But here's the thing. Before we revisit this in a future recording, I want you to also think, you know what? Have I built this thing up a little bit too much, perhaps? Maybe I'm thinking of just that one couple of scenes where Mike Myers plays his Scottish father in that movie, and that is what I'm remembering as the whole movie.
No, remember the police commissioner who was like a really milquetoast kind of, and they were trying to help him be really badass, and he was like, hey, paisan.
Oh, yeah.
It's not paisan, it's paisan.
Yeah.
That was funny. And Kramer was in there?
Was he?
Yeah, he had a very small role.
Okay, I guess I need to see it again. We'll watch it again. I will keep an open mind, and we'll report back. But as I look for...
This is going to come at a cost to me, I hope you know. Anytime we watch a movie that I want to watch, he's like, well, now we have to watch fill in the blank movie you're not interested in.
No, I've been telling you for months I want to watch Godzilla -1 with you.
And I am begrudgingly agreeing.
No. Yeah, so there will be no quid pro quo on this one.
It usually is in movie land. I'll be like, oh, I want to watch this documentary. And you're like, yeah, that sounds great. ...
How about Mandalorian, you know? But
it always comes at a price. And then I'm like, you know what? I'll just watch it by myself.
I don't make you watch like absolutely bad things.
No, you don't. It's things that are not my
I just ask
jam.
you to participate in something that I enjoy because I enjoy you.
Okay, but listen, Drew and I are very compatible as people. Things we are not compatible on are movies and pizza toppings.
No.
We can't split a pizza. It's really hard.
This woman likes the white pizza.
I love white pizza.
She likes barbecue pizza.
I love barbecue chicken pizza.
And I like mushrooms. She doesn't.
I hate mushrooms.
I like jalapenos. She doesn't.
Nope.
I like spicy pizzas.
I don't.
She doesn't.
I have a very Midwestern palate.
Yes. I love cheddar on my pizza.
No offense to Midwesterners, but I would eat a tater tot casserole before I would eat anything spicy.
Any casserole, probably. That's another thing. Like she loves a casserole.
Give me a casserole.
I'm not a fan. I
did get you to eat some casseroles.
Chicken and wild rice. I love love chicken and wild rice casserole. Rice is definitely a way to my heart. If you put rice in a casserole,
except not broccoli cheddar rice.
Oh God! Don't say broccoli or cheddar together to me ever. Not in a soup. Not in a casserole. Not
that's
in a football
bizarre,
helmet.
Right? You're going to get a lot of comments about that because that's a delicious combination.
It is not.
Very sad that you don't
bad.
like it.
It is bad.
Agree to see.
Sorry about it.
So yeah, we are incompatible in some areas, but we've somehow made it work.
Somehow, yeah.
After years of couples counseling, no, we just get separate pizzas.
Yes. All right, and so in addition to So I Married an Axe Murderer, I wanted to thank one of you. I looked through my Instagram comments, could not remember whom said it, but I was told about Shannon's long lost Dido and Aeneas CD. Someone on Instagram, I think, reached out to me and said, hey, look, here it is on eBay.
And someone in the comments found it too. Yeah. But somebody else went beyond and sent an actual link.
Sent the actual link. So I followed it. I bought it for her, surprised her with it. And she could not have been happier.
Set him back, $12 just to give me a memory, a cherished memory. The CD came free with a magazine. It says BBC Music.
It was new. It was wrapped up.
But this was wrapped up, and it was really cool. I played it in the car because we don't have any devices besides, I guess.
This is probably the last car we'll have with a CD player.
I know. Would it play on the PlayStation or anything? Do those play CDs?
I don't know.
Oh, shit.
Probably.
So, yeah, I played it in the car.
Mm-hmm. And what was your...
It
reaction?
was great.
Yeah?
It was great. I really enjoyed it. It was, and it's not that it's particularly good. I mean, it's good, but it's not earth shattering. It's not, but it's the memory and the nostalgia that goes with it. And this opera is one of many where the one of the lead characters sings a very passionate aria as she's dying.
Mm.
It's a very common theme in opera that you could really draw up some vocals to.
Explains a lot about you.
To cry and die and sing
dramatic
at the same time.
Overemphasis.
Anyway,
yeah.
so thank you to those of you who dug in and found this, because that's exactly the right one.
It makes you think of all the times someone is hesitant to put something up on eBay, 'cause like, nobody cares about this.
Somebody cares about
right.
it.
Like, oh, this thing came free with a thing that I got like in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna do? You never know. You could be making somebody's day.
Yeah.
As random
there
as the
were
thing
always
as it might seem.
There was always a wide variety of different music CDs in my house. My parents had a pretty extensive collection of.
So that was just
music.
in your house?
That was just in my house. And I was poking through, and I probably liked the cover because I was like, oh, this is like.
What was your first exposure to an actual non-Phantom related opera?
This.
Was it really?
Yeah.
An accidental free CD?
Yeah.
Well, holy crap. That makes it even more significant.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I think there was a compilation of like Mozart arias, and the Queen of the Night aria was on there. And I really liked that. And then I actually ended up, it was from The Magic Flute by Mozart. I ended up being in a production of The Magic Flute when I was in 9th grade, which was really cool. I got to be in that opera, and that was probably like.
Were you Lady 2 or Lady 3?
I was Lady 2.
Lady 2.
One of the evil ladies.
I remember.
I didn't get to sing the Queen of the Night aria, but
I've heard you sing it plenty.
I'm sure you have. My mom used to, you want to sing something for our guests, and I was like, okay. And she's like, no, not that one. Hey, how about Think of Me from Phantom? I like when you sing that
one. How about
one.
a Disney song? And you're like, no.
No.
I want to be the Queen of the Night. That's the one with the, yeah.
Everyone knows that one.
Yeah.
It was in, was it in a movie?
No, you're thinking of
Fifth Element.
Yeah,
it's something like that.
Yes.
It's similar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fifth Element, which you've never seen.
Never seen that.
Yeah.
That'd be a fun game, is to rattle off movies I've never seen.
Here's the thing. I know that's too far sci-fi for you. I would not go there.
Yeah.
I would not go
Thank
there. You. I will go every now and then. Star Wars. I haven't made you watch all of them.
No, you haven't.
But like that's like.
It's not my thing.
I know, and I know. But sometimes I just want to share things with you.
I know.
Which is why I'd love for you to watch WrestleMania 41 with me. I'm just kidding. I know. I would. I'm joking. Unless you want to. No.
Read my face.
Mm-mm. Oh, God. I don't know. That works.
That's a 30 Rock reference.
Yes. Okay. So as far as what's going on, we just had Archer's 11th birthday this weekend. Yeah, this past week. So birthday on Wednesday, party today and yesterday. And it was a sleepover with 3 of his friends.
Yep.
And it was not quiet.
No, we took them to an arcade. We gave them a little prepaid card with X amount of dollars on it. They went through the arcade, spent their dollars very quickly. And then we took them to
Archer wanted to go to a Chinese restaurant that gives those bubble pancakes, those like scallion
bubble pancakes.
It looks like an inflated bread balloon.
They're delicious.
Yeah, they're tasty.
All the kids.
Yeah, they're fun to eat.
They are fun. They
just
all liked
ripped
them.
into them. Yeah,
they loved them. Archer was like, 2. We're getting 2. Okay, they're $5 a piece.
Yeah, that's
they were fine, and they all pretty much got eaten. And everybody at 8, and then we came back here and
we unveiled the cake, which we
opened his
had done by a professional. Because last year we didn't really do a whole lot for his birthday because it was kind of coincided with the Disney trip that we already had going on. So we were kind of like,
know that was pricey.
Yeah. So we were like, we're not going to really do a whole lot for your birthday this year. But so this year we're like, okay, you know what? Have some friends over. We'll get you a nice cake. Kind of making up for last year a little bit.
But really, spending money on the arcade and then spending money on a dinner, it really wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't.
That's why we only have one kid.
Yeah, but it was loud. When we first got them in the car on the way to the arcade, they just started making noises.
Fart sounds.
Just a fart symphony.
And
Like a literal, they were just like, what songs?
what song should we do?
Now-
I'll be the bass. You guys do this.
Yeah.
Follow me.
Who can make the longest fart sound? And like, it was just instantaneous. We were just looking at each other. I was just like, we were just holding hands like, we're going to be okay.
Yeah, we're going to get through
We're
this.
going to get through this.
And let's see, 3 of the 4 children are only children.
Yeah.
And I said, this is why you're all only children.
But it was overall good. But it was definitely
noisy.
Definitely a house full of 11-year-olds.
And then we made them breakfast this morning. They had a great breakfast.
Archer had the idea of doing he wanted it to be a pancake hot dog where you would have the pancake be the hot dog bun and then
He really acted like he
sausage.
invented it. He was so excited. He was like, I think I invented a thing.
Yeah, I mean, he hadn't seen it before. I've never seen it before. But yeah, pancake, sausage, eggs on top of the sausage, cheese on top of the eggs, eat it like a taco. So he did that.
Some of them did, some of them didn't.
We also provided sprinkles and whipped cream and powdered sugar for just whomever.
And blueberries, because let's throw fruit in there.
At least one kid. Yeah, good job on that. Making it healthy.
I mean, I got to at least pretend.
One kid definitely put sprinkles on his eggs as well.
Yep.
So.
Oh, I saw blueberries and eggs go on that pancake.
Oh, blueberries on the pancake.
Blueberries and eggs.
Oh, well, that's special.
Yeah.
So
Kids are gross.
it was an adventure. There was definitely some noises during the time we were
2
trying to
o'clock in
sleep.
the morning.
Yeah.
We told them, you can stay up. Please be quiet. We're going to bed. They were not quiet. They didn't even try. I didn't even hear any shushing. I didn't even hear anybody going, hey, shh.
No, I thought you might have gotten up and talked to him.
I almost did.
Because it seemed to have stopped pretty
But I thought that
quickly.
would look really terrifying. Me in my jammies and hair all everywhere and kids, stop it. I'm trying to sleep.
That's how you get stuff done, man. TCB.
Yeah, like you came out of a swamp. That would scare the children.
That's all part of the psychology of the of the reprimand. And this was a while ago, but I think last week and before last, but while you had rehearsal for a thing, I took a day not the whole day, but a good chunk of the day and drove an hour away from the city of Richmond to visit a Taco Bell
Taco Bell?
Pizza Hut classic. They're right up there. I was thinking tacos and breakfast. Pizza Hut.
I do miss 90s
classic.
Taco Bell menu.
That's what they should do. If they're doing Pizza Hut classic, they should do Taco Bell
The
classic.
chicken that they have in their stuff now is not as good as the chicken of the 90s.
What was the thing you used to always get? You used to get
I used to get chicken soft tacos.
No, it was something else that you used to get from Taco Bell. It was like a was it like a taco salad or something like that? Or they still have that?
They still have that.
I don't know what I'm talking
No,
about.
they used to have a YouTube, tell me if you remember this, when McDonald's had a chicken fajita.
That's what I was thinking of.
That's what you were thinking of.
Because fajita, I was thinking that must have been Taco Bell.
That was
Okay.
McDonald's,
That was
and
it.
that shit was
That was
delicious.
it. Yes, I remember that.
That and the Arch Deluxe, if McDonald's
Oh
brought
my
those
God, I
back,
love
the
an Arch
90s
Deluxe.
would be like, I loved an Arch Deluxe.
Me too. That was like the thing I got after I kind of like graduated from the Happy Meal.
Yeah.
The Arch Deluxe was there.
Same. It had that circle bacon.
Yes. And that like slice in the middle of the bun. They haven't done a bun like that since.
Man,
Arch Deluxe.
bring it back. I mean, I feel like so many companies are banking on the nostalgia of the millennial and bringing back some old stuff. We need to get the fast food industry to lean in on that.
So what Pizza
Wendy's
Hut,
salad bar.
Oh, and you know what? Wendy's used to be a pleasant in-dining experience with that little sunroom.
Yeah, and then you had the salad bar and it had chocolate pudding.
You are a sucker for some chocolate pudding.
I love chocolate pudding.
You really does.
I do. Fuck yogurt. I want chocolate pudding.
What was Ruby Tuesday? Used to have vanilla and chocolate. I'm just saying.
Look,
what was it?
Any good salad bar has chocolate pudding.
Who decided? You know what? In this salad bar, what we need? Pudding.
I don't know, but give them a prize. Give them the Nobel Peace Prize.
No one do you put the pudding on top of the salad?
No.
Why
It's
is that?
like a little dessert.
But why a salad bar? Why?
I don't know.
And that like it was a thing. Salad bar plus pudding.
Can you imagine that meeting when they were like trying to design the salad bar? They're like, "Oh, there's a space right here."
It should have been. It was probably some executive's son. Some nepo baby was like, you know what, pudding, and they're like, yeah, Derek.
I want to shake Derek's hand.
Yeah, like all right,
That's
He's
amazing.
the CEO's son. We'll give him his pudding.
It's
and
good chocolate
And
pudding.
then Ruby Tuesday saw it. And we're like, well,
They did it.
This place is doing it. So
Any salad bar worth its salt.
pudding.
Pudding.
Yeah, man.
Ah,
All right.
good times.
How do you feel about the salad bar ham rectangles?
No, I don't like those.
No? Too slimy?
No, because I've had those in it because I love a Western omelet.
You love a ham.
I like ham. I don't like that wet ham.
No, neither do I.
I don't like that when they put
That's
it in my
another thing we
omelet.
disagree on is ham types.
Ham.
I am a salty ham man.
I like sweet ham.
Blah.
He doesn't like sweet meat.
No.
I love sweet meat.
No, just you.
Give me a sweet barbecue, sweet baby Ray's.
Carolina style, vinegar
Now-
and salt.
Now I want a barbecue chicken pizza.
Ew.
Mmm.
You get personal pan.
No.
All right, what are we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, Pizza Hut.
Pizza Hut. I wasn't there, so
No.
I'm bored.
All right, well, I'll show you some pictures. What they did was, I guess all of the Pizza Huts that were still left over in kind of parts of the U.S. that are kind of in the middle of nowhere, there were some still left standing. And I think that because they're kind of in the middle of nowhere, they weren't, torn down with all the other ones. So I believe folks may have gotten nostalgic for Pizza Hut before they got demolished, and Pizza Hut was like, okay, well, we still have some left over in these random parts of the country. Let's convert these into Pizza Hut classics and make them little Pizza Hut meccas for people to travel to, such as myself, which I did. I went to a Pizza Hut
There was
classic.
a lot of people there. I could see in the pictures.
It wasn't dead. It was,
because
enough.
our local sit down Pizza Hut was demolished and replaced with a bank.
They temporarily turned it into a Pizza Hut bistro, trying to revitalize it, but it was
gone. Yeah, it's not a indoor. There's not a lot of indoor.
No, so we had to go to Louisa, which was an hour away. They did not have a salad bar at this one. They had a salad bar one in Kilmarnock, Virginia, which is even further away. So I was like, I'm not going to drive an extra half hour just to look at a salad bar. But it was fantastic.
No pudding.
Who knows? They might have had one.
I've never seen it.
But it was fantastic. It looked exactly like I wanted to. The carpet, the booths.
The pizza looked good.
Pizza was fantastic. We got a pan pizza, of course, super supreme. It was delicious. It was wonderful. There was even one of the servers was wearing a Book It t-shirt. And so they really leaned into the whole nostalgia.
I think more companies need to do that.
Absolutely.
They are missing out on the money that millennials will spend on their nostalgia.
Please, McDonald's classic with that brown tile floor.
And birthday parties.
I want the coffee
You could have a
stirrers with the
birthday
little
party at
little
McDonald's.
M at the top and the little paddle at the bottom.
Yeah.
Oh my God. The little Fry Kid stools.
Uh-huh.
The puffy high chairs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Bring
please.
it back. We would love it. We
Absolutely.
would spend our money there. That's what
We
the
would.
millennials
We'll
want.
travel there.
Look at us. Look what we're wearing.
Look, Ghostbusters and the Little Mermaid. We are suckers for this.
We're suckers for it. Let us give you our money.
Yeah, please.
Anyway.
So that was fun. I'll put a link in the description of this video. If you want to click on that, you can find a Pizza Hut classic near you if you are in the United States of America. And then, you had a show.
Yeah.
You did Charlie Brown. You're a good man, Charlie Brown.
You're a good man, Charlie
in
Brown.
which you were Charlie Brown, right?
I was not Charlie Brown. I was Sally Brown, Charlie Brown's sister.
Okay. So you still got to kind of method act a little bit, changing your last name to Brown and everything like that.
Yeah.
Very
and
good.
be mean to someone else with the last name Brown.
Yeah, you're used to that.
That was a fun show, and one of my favorite parts about it was that I got to do it with friends.
Yes.
My theater friends. A small cast of 5. I love a small cast.
All of whom you've done shows with before.
Oh, many.
Yeah.
And they were all really dear friends, and it was really fun. We joked because we were all of an age where it's kind of silly that we're playing children. But one of my friends who came to see the show said that she heard a little boy in the bathroom say, "Why was Snoopy a big man?" I don't know what he expected Snoopy to be, like an actual dog or a kid, but we were all grown men and women being Peanuts characters. But it's a cute show. The music is catchy. It's kind of there's no plot. If you haven't seen it, it's kind of put together like comic strips. It's like a bunch of little vignettes of Charlie Brown characters.
And you get to roller skate.
I got to roller skate across the stage. That was fun.
Roller skating by yourself and then being pulled by Snoopy.
Yeah, and a jump rope. Yeah.
Yes, which was funny.
So, it was fun. And it was one weekend. It was very low stress. And I got to play with my friends. So, yeah, it was a good time. And then you guys got to come see it.
Yep.
It was a good time. I have been disappointed by theater attendance at large since COVID.
Yeah.
I feel like prior to the pandemic, houses were packed a little more with shows. Kind of seems like it has steeply dropped off in the local theater scene. I think Broadway's probably pretty well attended still, but that's been a little disappointing. The night you guys came, it was a pretty sparse crowd. And performers.
But you specifically told us to come.
Yeah,
on that
because
day
we needed butts and seats.
You knew that day, that showtime.
The matinee shows are usually pretty well attended. Yeah. So yeah, that's been a little bit of a difficult pill to swallow in the last couple of years, is not having the audience participation.
And this is at multiple venues you've been at. It's not just a venue thing.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what's to blame there. I don't know if it's maybe everything is so expensive. Theater's taking a back seat when people are budgeting because it's not free. So I don't know what that is, but I do encourage you to attend a theater event in your local community, because there are actors like myself who have a day job and to support their acting habit, and are really talented and want to put on a show. So if you have a community theater nearby, check it out. Clap loud, laugh loud. We love to hear it.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I like to go to there, and for this particular show, I found myself laughing more because I knew that you and your partners were having fun and laughing at each other, than I was laughing at the actual show. The actual show had its funny moments, but I was cracking up just seeing the interactions between you and who have become our closest, dearest friends.
Yeah, yeah.
So that was actually really fun for me.
Yeah. We actually had a really good time diagnosing the characters too. We were like, all of these children need to be medicated. They're
100%.
They're all diagnosable. Absolutely. Every single one of them. Yeah. So that was kind of fun too.
Definitely. And then I wanted to ask for, I know things haven't been going well, but I wanted to ask about your fantasy draft for RuPaul's Drag Race this season. This is Shannon's first experience with a fantasy draft. Obviously, she's never done a football one.
Because football.
So her and her friends are doing a Drag Race fantasy draft, which isn't about as much winners and losers, more about how often.
Yeah, what happens in the episode.
Yeah.
Who does well, who says certain catchphrases.
What ranking are you
using
right
an
now?
app. I'm last. Well, I haven't looked since.
Dead last?
I'm dead last out of 13.
How many, out of 13?
I was third. I missed a couple episodes because of things, the show and stuff, and then I fell to 13. So you choose your contestants you think are going to do well, and it's been a big old bummer, but what a fun show to watch. I really enjoyed it. When I was late arriving to shows, as we often are. Sometimes we find out about shows late and everyone else has already watched them. Becoming a fan. Yeah. Like Ted Lasso was pretty much already done by the time we were like, oh, let's get on that bus.
That's so weird. Yeah, because I thought there's no way that Ted Lasso would live up to the hype, and it totally did. So good.
But anyway, I kind of binged the history of all of RuPaul's Drag Race over a several week period a couple years ago, and I just really, really liked it. And just because drag is such a fun, campy art, it's so amazing. And anyway, so I hope maybe I should check the bracket. Yeah.
So they do this thing.
We're using an app called Bracketology, and I'm pretty inept at
every Friday during Drag Race season. Her and her friends go out for Trace and Race because they go to a restaurant called Tres Machos. It's a Mexican restaurant, and then they have Drag Race. So it's Trace and Race every Friday. And
I'm 11th now.
Okay, you're moving up.
Oh wait, no, there's not 13. There's 11. No, I'm still last. Oh. I thought there was 13. Did we have people drop out?
If they did, it would have been the two last place people that dropped out.
No, I'm last.
Oh, who's first?
Rusty.
Okay. Who's Ben? Is that Ben?
That's Ben.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sad about that. That's not good. That's not good at all. Yeah, man,
that's a shame.
Oh,
well, get it together, lady. Come on.
I know.
Use your prognostication abilities.
Did you see my user picture? That was my 8th grade school picture.
Very sassy. Love the bangs.
11th place.
There's a lot of floof going on there.
That's not good.
All right, well, you still got time. You're probably halfway through the season?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. They've only had 3 eliminations.
Yeah, you can get there.
I can move up.
You can get there.
I can move up.
All right. Anybody has any, Drag Race insider trading If y'all know how many death drops are going to be next episode, let her know.
Been woefully few death drops the past couple episodes. I'm very disappointed in you ladies. And they're all so young. They're all like in their 20s. And one of the older ones they're saying is like, oh, she's so seasoned, blah, blah, blah. She's like 35.
Ooh. How many duck walks?
A couple duck walks. Yeah. Couple.
I know this much about it, but duck walks are one of the few things I know about it. Anyway, all right. And it's been a while, but we did have some snow days, like you mentioned.
Yeah, we did.
And the dogs have been terrible.
Very bad.
Awful. And times where you often are working from home, trying to get your work done, and the dogs are being absolutely incorrigible.
Really bad. Barking. I can't answer the phone when they're barking.
Barking and then getting all up in your business.
All up in my
Especially
business.
Felix.
Yeah. He tries to get on my laptop.
Because it's on your lap, and that's where he belongs.
He wants to be on it. So I posted a story on Instagram of him laying his face on the keyboard. Bless his heart. He just wants his mama.
Yeah, I'll put that in there.
His mama's boy.
He absolutely is. And we've been trying to look at the burbs out there on the feeder in the snow, beautiful cardinals and things like that, but no.
The dogs bark at them. The squirrels are there. The squirrel knocked over the whole feeder yesterday. It fell over.
Big old iron feeder. Takes a bit to do that.
But I think I told you, I really want to expand our bird feeder presence in the backyard this spring.
Well, here's the thing. If you get more birds, you're going to get more barking. And if you put the birds away from where the dogs can bark at them, then you're not going to see them.
I know, I don't like it. What a conundrum.
Yeah.
We need one of those bird cams.
Yeah, those are
Bird Buddy.
Those are like super
we're gonna get ads on it just from saying it by our phones.
Are they called Bird Buddy?
I think so.
Oh, well, then we're definitely going to get ads for them now.
We're saying the name. But where's the pudding? How many times have we said pudding?
Yeah, I don't get pudding ads. Where's the Cozy Shack ad popping up on my phone?
Shack. So good.
You know, you've never made pudding, though.
No, I don't make it. I eat it. Other people make it.
And snack packs.
Yeah.
And Cozy Shack.
I don't like that Hunt's pudding that's at room temperature. That stuff is disgusting.
So that's the snack pack, right?
Yeah, I don't eat that.
No, okay.
No, I don't fuck with that.
Okay.
Jell-O
All right.
in the refrigerated section or Cozy Shack.
Cozy Shack. With a K.
Yeah, with a K. Duh. You can't spell cozy with a C, you rube.
All right.
I love pudding.
And pudding's nice.
You know what that
You know what you don't like, though, is tapioca. Right? You won't eat tapioca,
No.
right? Okay. Sorry, you about to say something?
I was about to say one of the best desserts ever that our friend Eddie makes is the trifle where you layer chocolate pudding and Oreos and like Cool Whip and whipped cream. Eddie, make that again.
Eddie's not watching this.
I want it.
I mean, he's made it a couple times.
Yeah, he has. I really like it.
We'll see it again.
Maybe I'll make it.
Okay, I need to make that.
I don't have a trifle dish.
I need to make that banana pudding. You don't need it. I need
a trifle
You said you wanted a Dutch oven.
I do need a Dutch oven.
Priorities.
What if
lady.
I make a Dutch oven
We have room for one of those two things.
full of pudding? Is there a collapsible trifle dish? That would be helpful.
What? You talking about a glass trifle dish?
No, it wouldn't be made of glass, dumbass.
Well, I'm just saying, but that's a trifle dish, right?
You know
the
what
glass
happens when
thing
you
with the little
collapse
stand.
glass?
No, I mean obviously
breaks.
I know that, but I'm just redefining is she talking about the thing that I think she's talking about, meaning traditionally the glass thing on the pedestal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how would you collapse anything shaped like that? Would it have like a collapsible rod with feet on it that you'd like a tripod?
Somebody go on Shark Tank. Present this.
Okay. All right, sharks. Collapsible trifle dish. For when you've got a small kitchen, but you just really want to make a trifle every now and then. Oh, God. I want to make that banana pudding. The Sarah's recipe?
Mm-mm.
What do you mean, no? I mean, you don't remember or you don't?
No, I don't want you to make it. I want to make chocolate pudding.
What does that have to do with you? I'm making it for you.
Again, we're a house divided. Banana. Chocolate.
Wait, hold on. You like banana pudding?
It's fine. I'm never going to choose it over chocolate pudding.
Okay, well.
Ever.
We'll see which
There's
one
a
of us.
reason TGI Fridays and Wendy's didn't put banana pudding in there.
Wait, are you saying you want to make chocolate pudding now?
Maybe.
You're just coming up with that as an anti-banana pudding stance. You're not gonna make chocolate pudding. You're countering my desire for banana pudding. We'll see who gets the motivation to bring pudding into this house first.
It's a pudding off.
Actually, you have Cozy Shack in there right now, don't you?
No, I finished it.
Okay. that's about it. I don't know if you have anything else you want to knock out, but
No.
All right.
That about did it. All
right, folks.
I feel like I got to explain myself a little bit more.
A little bit.
And tell the story of the squirrel.
All right.
That really happened.
Well, we will take some time and watch So I Married an Axe Murderer, for better, for worse. Maybe Shannon will say, you know what, it's not as good as I remembered it, but it's still good. Maybe I will say, you know what, it's better than I remember, but it's still bad. Who knows? Maybe somewhere in between. Maybe neither of us will change our tune at all. Or
our tune will be, only you can make this world seem right.
Is that from the movie?
Only you.
Why is that? Why?
Can make the darkness light.
I don't remember this part.
No, you don't.
Is that from a stand-up routine?
No.
Oh, was that then when she got up and like sang to him?
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not funny.
She can sing it in different languages too.
Are you saying the actress or
in the character? She sang it in different languages because she was married to a lounge singer and
I don't remember
a martial arts guy.
I don't remember that.
Oh, I can't wait.
Okay. Wait, Paddington in Peru is out. We got to go see that.
Yeah.
Do you want to see that? Is that going to be a Drew and Archer thing?
That might be a Drew and Archer thing.
Okay. Anyway, thank you all for hanging out with us again. We appreciate you joining us for these events. We feel you out there. We dig it.
Thanks for being so nice.
Dig you. Yeah. So have a fantastic day. Keep being you. And we'll see you next time.